This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. With General Pravit having accepted the task of temporary Prime Minister whilst General Prayut's qualification to retain the role is investigated by the Constitutional Court, Prayut himself hasn't taken much of a break from the stress of the top job. It seems he spent his first day chairing a Defence Council meeting. This in his continued secondary role, which is unaffected by the investigation, that of Defence Minister. As expected, the role changes and court hearings are having little, if any, effect on the day-to-day operation of the government here, and none at all on commerce or life in general within Thailand. The Courts of Appeal have upheld a death sentence given to a now ex-Deputy Commerce Minister found guilty of faking a car accident in 2015 that saw a billionaire building company owner murdered. Currently in Bangkok's main jail, he and others killed the man, putting him then into a car and faking an accident, which didn't convince forensics or police. It was, of course, all about the money, amid claims that prior to his death, a massive amount of shares had been illegally transferred from the dead man to the killer and two women who was said to be, at the time, romantically involved. Chances are he will at some time see his death sentence commuted to life in jail. The tale of the beaten maid has continued this week, as authorities hold a woman police corporal charged with physical abuse and extortion toward her hired maid, claims which hit the media a week ago. Since then, an inquiry continues into how the woman got the job with the police, which she has said was due to favours. And now an ethics committee has been set up to investigate whether she was the mistress of a government senator, and if so, whether he abused his power to help her get into the force. It's a tangled twist of a tale for sure, as yesterday another man claimed to be the woman's boyfriend, but not the senator, I hope you can follow this, and he turned himself into police to be formally charged with colluding in the physical abuse toward the maid. Committees are expected today to decide on any increase in Thailand's minimum wage program, amid cries for more from the lower paid and advice to be cautious from employers who are struggling to recover from the COVID era. It's a no-win deal really, but at some point minimum wages will rise. There is a chance that the rise will not be blanket across the nation, but rather broken down by regions, dependent on those regions' industrial and retail economies, thus protecting poorer rural regions from the large hike, but raising pay in areas such as the capital, Chonburi province and other employment hotspots. Storms in the central and northern areas of the nation have seen reservoirs swell to such levels that again may see the reservoirs having to open dams to avoid overspill. This has seen warnings downstream in regions such as Ayutthaya, where rivers are expected in some cases to breach riverbanks. A gambling loser at an illegal casino in the capital has called on a Thai TV station to beg for help. As senior local cops have been transferred following the revelation that the casino operated under their noses, the man has told his tale of woe as he claims he fears for his life, since the casino owners, of course, won't be the most welcoming toward him once he's captured. It seems he had a row with an employee there, to whom he'd given his car keys in exchange for extended credit. That turned violent, and the gambler drew his air pistol, scaring the thug. Seizing the moment, he claims he helped himself to a pile of money, close to 300,000 baht, that was sitting there on the table before he fled. Rather than be caught by the casino operators, he's begged the Justice Ministry to take him in, presumably as a star witness for some future trial. Either way, he still has much of the money left, but fears for his life. And a 17-year-old girl, born with HIV and stigmatised throughout her life with taunts from many around her, is reported to have been overcome with the generosity of the general public. This after her plight was reported this week. With her mother dead, father in jail, and her life dependent on her grandfather, who barely clears 3,000 baht a month, her future for sure looked bleak, to say the very least. That is, until donations rolled into her bank following a report made on her life, seeing over 100,000 baht coming from Thais and non-Thais alike. The money's to be invested by two trusted teachers and will help her as she aims for university and a good life. That account number is posted in our video news at our website alwayspattaya.com. And with rain expected to continue on and off today and through the weekend, hopefully with a respite for the last weekend of Pattaya's Music Festival, highs will be around 30 in the shade, dropping down to 26, and so far Sunday's looking to be a good day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.